Hello and welcome to Tech Tuesdays. This is the show where I talk about things from the world of technology, and this week I'm talking about Nintendo. As you may have heard, Nintendo recently rolled out its new affiliate program for YouTube, and the very reason I'm not featuring Nintendo gameplay in this video where I'm talking about Nintendo is their new affiliate program. So basically the way the program works is that you're going to get 60% of your own ad revenue per video, 70% per channel registered through the program, and the program's got some sketchy language in it. And I quote, "When you register a channel, you will be eligible to receive a share of advertising revenue from Nintendo for all videos included in that channel, regardless of their content." It's pretty sketchy language. I mean, they can't really claim monetization on content that isn't yours. And obviously the program faced some backlash from popular YouTubers like PewDiePie and so on. And then they decided to update the policy. And when they did, they said, "We are only able to register channels that contain game titles specified on the list of supported games," which is very minimal, might I add. And they go on to say, "If you have already submitted your channel for registration and it includes videos that contain game titles outside of the list of supported games, please remove those videos from your channel within 2 weeks of the submission date." So basically what they're saying is either you have to delete all non-Nintendo videos from your channel or start a new channel dedicated to Nintendo games. And they're missing a lot of their own best titles, Smash Brothers and so on and so forth. And now I want to talk about why I believe Nintendo is failing. And I think one of the big reasons they are is that they don't understand YouTube and how it can help them grow from free promotion. And a lot of YouTubers make their living from YouTube, and taking a big portion of their ad revenue is going to get this kind of backlash. I mean, they should have seen this coming. And another one of their problems is they can't release enough games to stay relevant. A lot of their games are too far apart. There's a game in May, then there's a game 5 months later. They need to stick to a consistent schedule. They need to bring on more third parties to get more games flowing on the Wii U, and that's one of their major problems. And another one is Club Nintendo is garbage. They're recently scrapping the program. It doesn't compete with PS Plus or Xbox Live. I mean, on PS Plus, you're getting free games all the time. You're getting discounts, stuff like that. And it's just not even close. And Club Nintendo doesn't have the kind of achievements, trophies, gamer tags, the kind of things that you come to expect with the other major consoles. And Nintendo doesn't have as far as an online service. And they don't do DLC right. Many people would pay for Nintendo DLC. One of the best examples of doing DLC right, I believe, is Call of Duty. And when they do the DLC right, they basically make another game sale off of the DLC for just releasing a couple maps and a couple guns once in a while. People would definitely pay to get more tracks in Mario Kart, which they did once, like months and months after the game released. They need to have a schedule and get a lot of DLC out for their major games, Smash Brothers, and so on and so forth. And my last reason is that the Wii U isn't on par with the Xbox One or PS4. It has less RAM, the processing speed isn't as good. They need to step up their console quality, or else they're gonna keep lagging behind like they have this console generation and so forth. So I don't feel like I want to just bash Nintendo and not just state the problems without giving solutions. So my solutions is they need to supplement quality for quantity at a certain extent. The games for the Wii U that are out are of high quality, but I don't feel there's enough quantity to justify buying the console. A lot of the games that come out of Nintendo are great. Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, they're all problem-free, they're great games, they're fun, but at some point you gotta say, we gotta get more quantity out there. We gotta get more games into the consumer's hands so we can make more money. And it's not been working for them, this strategy, this console generation. And they need to dump the affiliate program now. Like, get that thing out of here. Because people just don't want it. They can't stand it. Just get rid of it. Give 100% ad revenue to the YouTubers. And just take the free promotion that you get. And they need to fire Satoru Iwata, who's the CEO of Nintendo, and the American president, Regis Fils-Aimé. And I think by firing them, they can produce a new image for investors saying, we realize that we have problems with our company, but we're willing to start over, we're willing to make things right. And so doing that would be a big step in the right direction, in my opinion. They need to replace Club Nintendo with a program similar to PS Plus. I mean, Club Nintendo, you get a few posters and a few virtual console games every once in a while, it's not really that great. If they had a program like PS Plus where, as I mentioned before, you're getting discounts all the time, you're getting free games, that would really booster Nintendo's image, and I think that would be another step in the right direction. And another thing is, I think they need to stop working so much on Virtual Console and reboots and other things like that. I mean, Nintendo games from the past are great, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people use emulators. They're getting a lot of these games for free. They're not playing them on Virtual Console. I think it's a waste of time and resources that they could spend developing new games rather than trying to live in the past with games that people aren't necessarily going to keep buying and buying and buying. And to go back to a previous point, they need to release more DLC. If they release more DLC, they're going to make more money, and they don't have to rely on stealing ad revenue from YouTubers and things like that. They can just make money off the DLC, like I said, like another whole game sale out of it. So, and to go on with some of my whole previous points, is they need to get out of the past. Nintendo has been a successful company, but they can't rely on old business models to try and sell consoles in this age. They need to do DLC, they need to bring new games, they need to have high quality graphics, all these things that really matter to 21st century gamers, and they're just not delivering. And they need to release some of their major titles: Zelda, Metroid, Star Fox, Mario Baseball, the list goes on. And many of their major appearances haven't made appearances on the Wii U, and I think that's one of the major reasons it's not selling, is that they don't have the first party titles that they have on other consoles of theirs in the past, so they need to get on that. And I think, lastly, that they should release a new console on par with the Xbox One and PS4, but still compatible with the Wii U gamepad within the next couple of years, 2-3 years tops, with 8 gigs of RAM, better graphics, better processor, so on and so forth, to compete with the Xbox One and PS4, but still have that compatibility with the Wii U gamepad, still have the compatibility with the Wii Remote and their other accessories. And I think that would say to people, we know that we're not going to necessarily make money on this console, but we want to deliver the best quality console we can, and that, I think, would get people to buy more games, a console that's really on par with the other consoles, and the Wii U just isn't, flat out. So that's it for Tech Tuesdays, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to check out my previous Tech Tuesdays, which was on VR and AR, and check out our podcast on Point of News. Thank you so much again for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.